All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode 17. We are Zero Idea. I'm Jake.
I'm Mike.
All right.
And I'm Brent.
Yeah, man. You got a nice little haircut working there. I do not. As you can see, I got a little fro working.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same.
I like it.
When did you get Jewish? What's going on there?
You should see. I got a picture when I was like 19. I was on a ship for about, 3 months and didn't cut my hair the whole time. And I had a really nice fro going because my hair goes, Drew fro is exactly what happened. Curly, big fro.
Not to sound,
You sound 10 times better tonight, so Skype sucks.
Yes, Zoom is apparently the way to go. We've only been doing this for what, 8 weeks?
Yeah.
8 weeks. Well, yeah. So, hey, it's May 8th, which I guess it won't be on Monday when this releases, but today is VE Day. Anyone know what that is?
Valentine's Day, the second one.
Victory in Europe Day. When Germany and Nazi finally gave up and said, you know what, this isn't going to work. We're done. So it's kind of a cool day. I like it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I mean, my grandmother was born on D-Day, so that was kind of cool.
Nice. The D-Day or just?
No, just the same. Just the same date in like the 20s.
I always think about this one guy who was like a medic and he had to go back and forth on D-Day to the beach and back to the beach and back, grabbing soldiers and throwing them on, dude. And when
I don't like that.
When he let the gate down the first time, so many dudes got dropped that they had to like climb over bodies to get out. And he was the one that just had to open the gate. So after he opened the gate, he had to get up and the gate was actually blocked by bodies. So he had to push his fellow countrymen off into the beach water to get the gate loose so it could come up so they can leave.
Oh, no, I don't like that. You guys are going to have to pardon me with this camera thing. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, we see it. After he gets back with people that were hurt and wounded, he gets them on the boat and then realizes he has to go back and he almost couldn't do it. And there was a general or somebody that said something to him. I'm just ruining the story, but he said something to him and he went back and they eventually did it like 9 more times.
It sounds like the guy from Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, just like that. Yep.
Man,
well, most of those movies are based on like true shit, aren't they?
All of them, yeah. Well, not all of them, but yeah, Hacksaw Ridge for sure. That guy was a real dude. Didn't want to carry a gun. Of course, that was over in the fighting the Japs in Guadalcanal, I think.
I don't know. Is Jap a politically correct term?
Ooh,
it's short for Japanese, so.
Oh, okay.
That's how I'm using it. Yeah, so my grandpa fought in the Battle of the Bulge. My dad's dad, he died back in 2003, but he came on the beach in Normandy. But I don't know if it was in Normandy because there was a couple different spots we hit, and he wasn't on day 1. It was like day 3 or something because we unloaded tons of troops there. But the guys that took the beach first day, by the way, Normandy was one of the least protected spots on the whole coastline of France.
Well, that's because we tricked them with the fake tanks and trucks with the balloons.
Yeah, man. We had awesome stuff going on. Yep. All kinds of fake ships happening. Anyway, so that's VE Day. It's kind of cool. It's also my mother-in-law's birthday. So happy birthday, Tammy. And we went over there just now. We just went over there and had some food and stuff. But let me tell you, a little 4-on-4 basketball game broke out, and it was pretty intense. It was intense. It was fun.
You mean to tell me a bunch of white guys in their 30s and 40s and 50s was entertaining?
No, me and Chad and Mark and Justin were by far the oldest, and then there were some high school kids. Because he's got little daughters, they got little boyfriends, except the little boyfriend is like 6'5". Huh?
You guys got something to prove a little bit because you're like the older guy, but you want to show that you still got it. You still haven't
got beat by a younger dude yet. I don't know what to tell you.
Jake's gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Dude, my ankles are sore because I was playing in Sperry's, man. I'm playing in boat shoes.
Oh my God. Rich white people shit there.
That sounds awful.
Justin and Mark, they foul everybody. I just want to put that out there.
Hey,
Cheaters.
You know what's not going to happen when you're wearing Sperry's? Getting shot when you run through a neighborhood in Columbus, Ohio.
What?
Yeah. What?
What?
You can get shot wearing any old shoes, I suppose. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Pardon me. That one flew over the
Yeah, I know there's some story going on right now, but I don't know anything about it.
The guy jogging. That's right. That is shitty, dude. I watched the video and I was like, all right, those dudes suck. Number one, I don't care if he was stealing. He's running down the street. It's not your job. It's not your job to stop him and shoot him. And I don't care about.
They weren't even cops.
I know.
They were just like neighborhood watch.
And he said freeze. He said freeze. And the guy's like, no, I don't have to freeze for you. I don't care if he was stealing out of anyone's car. I don't.
Did they put a gun on him or what?
They had two guns out.
Killed him, son.
So would you freeze if someone said freeze?
Well, this is the thing. If I see two dudes with a gun and they're like freeze and they're two white, like big white redneck looking dudes, I'm probably not stopping.
Is he black, dude?
Run a different way. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna run a different way, dude. And so what happened was one guy got out of the truck, the son, and gets in front of him, and so the black guy's like, dude, props to the black guy, man. Went right after this dude with fists, brought up straight up fists to a gunfight like a champ, and started
put the gun
swinging.
Down, Craig.
Yeah, he started swinging, and he caught that dude. That dude would have lost the fight easy. But
dude,
one shot goes off, two shot goes off, right? And that's just like that way. They go out of view, they come back in view, and the guy gets a good hit. And I swear, if the black guy didn't try to punch him one more time with the left, he would have still had his hand on the barrel. But the barrel came up as he went to punch him, and as he punched him, I'm pretty sure it blew the bottom of his jaw out.
Well, I know he took two to the sternum.
Oh,
I
so
didn't know
I missed this story. I feel I'm happy about missing it because I haven't seen it.
I didn't know the first two hit.
So I have my HQL in the state of Maryland. I am a firm supporter of the Second Amendment. That being said, two vigilante white guys do not have the right to kill a black guy for jogging, whether he fits the description of any crime, anywhere, anytime.
White
what
guy.
If he raped her sister?
White guy
or
black
what does
guy?
race have to do with it?
Because it has everything to do with it. There's two white guys that killed a black guy who they deemed fit of some kind of.
Again, what does race have to do with it?
All of it. No,
that's what the media is probably saying. But what does race have to do with it?
Dude, Jacob, come on, man. You can't be that obtuse. You can't be that obtuse. Say race, because if that guy was white, they wouldn't have killed him. Period.
If he started attacking him, it probably would do the same thing.
They drew their guns on that kid.
Yeah, number
People
one.
don't kill people because they're black. I mean, they just that's not why they killed him. It sounds like the situation got out of control.
Yes.
And they killed him, which is stupid.
It doesn't matter who it was. If they were like white guy, blue bandana walking around, or white guy with a white shirt, let's say that bandana's a little too much. And this guy's running down the street. He's got a white shirt on, and they try to stop him. And he's like, starts swinging. This little weak ass, fat ass white dude can't do anything. So he starts firing off rounds and kills him. I'm pretty sure that would have happened the same way.
No, I disagree. They would not have drawn their guns if he was white. Period.
Were they scared of him then?
They obviously were looking for him. It sounds like they were looking for this guy, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, that's so they say.
No, they were looking for him.
They just rode up on a black dude and just were like, get out of our neighborhood.
They were looking for the guy that was breaking in places, and the video starts when they already were chasing him. Then they went off to block him off, and then he ran a different way. And then
whose video is this?
There's so many different conflicting stories, whether he was a peeping Tom or stealing or this or that, the other.
That's why you can't judge these things until the facts come out. It sounds awful. I agree. Shouldn't have killed the guy.
Okay.
I don't care if it's black, white, yellow, orange.
Exactly. No, it's not.
They should have never drawn their weapons to begin with. Period.
And that happened a while ago. Like it was just the outrage from it being an online viral video now that people are like, "What the F happened? That's ridiculous." The two guys got off because of citizens arrest.
Dude,
something
with so much worse than Trayvon. It's so much worse than Trayvon.
So much worse.
Yeah.
Trayvon.
I mean,
you mean a Mexican shot a black guy and what had nothing to do with it? That one?
Yeah. Yes, Jacob. I'm not talking about George Zimmerman being white or Mexican. I'm just saying this story is worse than that story.
Trayvon was kicking his ass, and Trayvon was a big boy already. It wasn't that small little Trayvon, little kid in the picture. He was kicking his ass. Let's be real. He was kicking his ass just like this dude was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And they were like, like
was Trayvon the one? What was the one was that in Florida? What was the
Yes.
one in Missouri when they all freaked out?
Oh,
And the dude
that
was
was
literally
different.
trying to grab the cop's gun.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
was
that
different.
caused a riot.
There's a
Yes.
What was that guy's name?
There's so many different ones. I can't remember which one that was.
Yeah. Forgive me for forgetting that certain incident.
This one is like
But it wasn't cops. It was just two dudes, white guys.
No,
it was two
the
white
police
guys.
had nothing to do with this. These
Nope.
were two like fucking hard up.
Now, Jake,
Dudes.
this is like that lady flying past you, and then you're like, Matt, let's go get her. And you guys grab your
Yeah.
guns and you get in your truck and you chase down this lady, right? And then she starts attacking you, right? And you blow her head off. Not really, but you shoot her in the head. And
I mean, you say not really, but it's kind of the same thing.
yeah,
I understand how things escalate out of
it's
control, man.
ridiculous. But
Yeah.
the thing is, you brought the gun and you were about to lose the gun. So that freaks you out a little bit because you're like, I don't know this guy. He's about to take the gun from me. And so he just kills him. So it's a weird ass situation.
Ooh, that is weird. I'm never going to watch this video, probably.
Yeah.
But
You don't need to watch it. I mean, it's just, and I pardon me for the shitty segue. I just kind of figured everybody was up on it. But
No. It's
but
good
you
to talk
guys,
about them.
you guys know the
Oh,
video rarely covers the full story.
Oh, yeah.
it
I was
never
gonna say-
does. It never does. No,
Yeah.
no. Video is more often than not used in the victim or quasi victim's favor all the time.
And one bad one, but it wasn't, to me, it wasn't that bad, was the big guy that got tackled and then they were on top of him and he couldn't breathe. Like that
Yeah.
one, that
He was selling
one,
cigarettes.
it seemed so
Dude,
bad.
he didn't listen at
but
all.
he wouldn't just listen.
Oh wow, that was the streets of New York.
And then he was on the ground and he couldn't breathe, but like maybe the guy didn't have to put so much pressure on him. I don't know what he was doing. It didn't look like he was doing that much. He was just kind of on top of him and the guy was real big. And it just was a perfect storm.
Yeah, Michael
the guy didn't have
Smith
to
or
die.
something. I forget that guy's name.
That's nothing compared to this, though. Fuck those
Man,
two
it
guys.
sounds
dude.
pretty bad.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
let's move on.
All right, hey, you want to do some shout outs? I got some personal shout outs. So, so my brother in law, Justin, he said he's going to come on here and tell some firefighting stories, but he told me he listened to the Adam episode. And it's
Why?
just because he wanted to hear what Adam had to say. And he is waiting for it sounds like there's a little thing brewing between Brent and Adam. So everyone's sort of waiting for that to
To explode.
Waiting for what? What's brewing there?
Because Brent's a bully.
tensions are brewing.
Because Brent's
There's
a
no
bully.
tensions.
You're like North Korea,
There's no
and Adam's
tension.
like
No.
Iran.
Yeah, you're North Korean. Yeah.
No.
Adam's been the
Adam-
civil one.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Between you two? Yeah.
On
for
the
sure.
air, you kind of look like you might be the guy, the aggressor.
You are the
fuck everybody. I sat there and gave him kudos for being country strong when he made our other friend look ridiculous in somebody else's backyard. But
That was episode 4.
I don't know.
Kudos.
I mean, all right, you want to wrap it up and put a bow on everything? Adam's a moron, and that's where it stops.
Okay, I like it. We'll be back.
All right.
We'll be back.
We'll revisit
Okay.
that.
Got that going. All right,
Look,
Pat Hill, huh?
but a respectable moron.
All right, I like that's funny.
Adam's
That's
good
funny.
people.
You better text him tonight.
I don't hate Adam.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking moron.
I got a couple more shout. My buddy Freddie hit me up, said he's listening to the podcast. That's awesome. Pat Hill is on my softball team. He's awesome. He gives me a little feedback. Sean Lintz.
Hold on, is it Pat Hill from Mechanicsville? Just because that rhymed.
Well, he's Pat Hill he went to Chopticon. So he's a 7D guy. I think he lives in Hollywood now. I don't know where he lives.
Boy. All right.
Sean Litz played a little golf, and he we talked about the podcast for quite a while. He enjoys it, which is awesome.
Well, hopefully it's getting better to some people.
Yeah, man. And
Starting
then
a little rough.
my buddy Josh Burke.
I like it that Sean actually listens because Sean's a smart guy. So that makes me feel good that smart people
guy.
actually listen. Smart guy.
Smart guy. Yeah, and then Josh Burke told me that he was the guy that was in the room when Matt knocked me unconscious way back when. Remember I told you that story, like episode 1?
Yeah.
And he finally got around to listen to it. He's like, dude, I was the dude, and we thought you were faking, but then you didn't remember any of it, so you weren't faking. That's kind of funny. So, you got any real shout-outs, Mike?
Yeah, we got Lindsey Holmes. We got Adam Holmes, of course. Adam's been rocking since like
Get some
episode
attention dollars.
6. He said every episode. He said
Who's Lindsay Holmes?
His sister.
Adam's sister.
Jeffrey, he said every episode, but I went ahead and checked, and he missed episode 7, and then every episode before 6.
He gave us a little personal jabs for not sharing
What's going on? He's like, why?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not tired of people hitting me up on the side going, dude, I share every week. No, the fuck you don't, because I don't see it.
I don't see it either. Like, and I'm sorry if I miss it. Like, yeah.
And pardon me for not having a Facebook, but if you're not tagging me on Instagram, I don't care.
I think I got everybody, but I mean, if it's late in the week, I mean, even still, I go and I just check the shares on each post. So we got Joe Lockman and Jamie Emery again. We got Ben Kiskell. We got I can't say them yet. They're top dogs. How dare I? Shoot. we got Robert Quaid. Good old
Bucket. I love it, man.
We got Chucky, who he does a little rap. His name's Chuck FM 301.
We're gonna have to give old Chucky Merkle not a call, but maybe some intro outro, a little bit of love.
Okay.
His rhymes aren't terrible.
They're not terrible. They're not the worst at all.
No.
Nope. I listened to a little bit because I saw him sharing. And I was like, "Who's this guy? Shares every week. That's cool." Like, and then I saw he had a bunch of videos.
And Chucky's, got a good job. He's got pardon me. Chucky's got a good job. He's got a good family. He's got a couple sons, killing it, and he's been doing this rap thing way before all of it. And it's a passion of his, and it's cool to remember. Hold on, Mike. Remember when we lived on Morgan Road?
Yeah.
Corey. Who was Black Corey? Coy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember Corey.
Yeah, Corey used to rap with Chucky. They had a group called C4.
Oh, I remember C4. They rapped at like the fair or the festival.
It
was tight.
I'm usually out big time on local rap groups, but I could get behind somebody. I mean, he's sharing us. That's awesome.
It was cool.
Yeah, so it's a small little world, but man, Chucky's still doing it, and it's a passion of his, and I think it's cool that he just never changed, and it's still his thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we got also Stephen Payne and Danny Dean, and then we have.
Hold on, time out. Fuck Danny Dean. He got me wasted on Tuesday night, and Daddy doesn't like getting drunk on Tuesday. I promise you that.
And the Wes Wilkes Mortgage Cup out, full effect. Get that on there.
Yeah. Oh, I've got the label out too. There it is.
Yeah, that was perfect, bro. That's almost like it was planned. But you know what? We don't have a share from Wes this week.
What? All we have is some text telling us to invite him places.
Yeah. Wes has shared with me some other things, but that's some off-camera type of shit.
Coming in, the top dogs, the killers, Ryan Wyant and Wes Rice. Next week, I'll say Wes Rice first, Ryan. No worries, okay? So we appreciate everybody.
Yeah, man. That guy Ben is super nice. I want to meet him one day.
Dude,
he leaves some great comments.
Ben is a cool dude, man.
And he gives a lot of feedback, and he really comments like in depth, like about a certain part that he likes, and I love that.
I like it. The only other person that really listens, and I mean, is my mom. She loves to listen to the whole show, and I'll talk to her about
just your mom and Ben Kiskell.
Yeah,
just them two.
as far as I go, I've got other friends that'll be like, man, I really don't like that Jake guy. He says some dumb shit.
Hey, you can't make everyone happy.
Yeah. That's why there's 3 of us.
Give me a call. We can talk about it.
Yeah, but don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. So, hey, Brent, you seem pretty fired up right now. So let's get into this big dog story again. So we're going back to big dogs. Sorry, big dogs, but y'all did something crazy.
We took it easy for a little bit.
You're right.
I gave him a good food review, and now they done messed up.
For those of you that don't know,
hey, can you push that mic a little close? You're a little lower than
me.
Is
this better here?
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I know, but yeah, if it's close.
Do you want me to hold it like I'm on the phone?
Oh God, that sounds so much better.
Right, a little paperclip and put in your beard.
Fuck everybody. I'll just hold it. I don't care. Good. So, so for those of you that don't know, big dogs, we talked about before, through the pandemic, and they're a local business, and we never want to see anybody fail. What did I say?
I said pandemic. I'm just being funny.
Oh, you dickhead. So we never want to see anybody fail ever. But as far as things being good or bad, we're going to let you know about it. Just like every other local business in the area, Big Dogs is delivering everything, apparently, from cigarettes to food. And I'll give a shout out to, if you want to call him Ronnie, you want to call him Ronald, you want to call him Andy, but Andy Carl sent us this. And I do believe since he sent it to us, it's been deleted. But I want to give our sources credit where sources do.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Start from there, and then I'll work, because the owner of Big Dogs had a rebuttal, and I agreed with him on a few points, but he made himself also look like a douche. So we'll figure that out. So, Mike, you go ahead with that.
So this lady, Julie Wagner, she's like, F this, F dogs, I'm going online with this BS.
Yeah. But she went straight, like, to the people.
She went to a page, which I don't know who's like friends with this page, but it's Southern Maryland is hungry.
Dude, I didn't know that. It's so funny you said it. I didn't know that was a thing, but a friend of ours' wife told me about Southern Maryland is hungry tonight. And like a lot of places are doing like food specials and getting it out there. So that page isn't the problem. That page is pretty tight.
Gotcha.
So big up to whoever's doing that page.
Beware the mixed drinks from Big Dogs. I put this test strip. Why do you have a test strip, Julie?
No, I know what a test strip is.
Why does she have that?
No. We'll get there.
Yes, we'll
get there, but we'll get there. Just keep reading
sorry. That just, I forgot about that. All right. I put even though I'm staring at a picture of a test strip, but I forgot. I put this test strip directly into the jar after I drank 3 full glasses of the $24 fishbowl and didn't even feel a buzz. I've had more alcohol in my breast milk before then. What was in this 7 different alcohol drink? 7 different alcohol. Yeah, okay. That thing should be ripping. You should. That should be like.
It's like a Long Island iced tea or something.
To an extent.
$24, Brent. I should be ripped after like 2.
No, I agree with you. Just finish the thing.
The man on the phone made some comment about losing money by driving all the way out to us. I hate to call out a local business right now, but really, if you don't want to deliver 15 miles, make your radius smaller. Worried about it not being worth it? Increase your minimum order. Losing money on mixed drinks? Charge more than $24. Don't be shady and sell me sugar water. And it is rated at 0.04.
Okay, so 0.04 is 4% alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, a friend of ours. I'll give him another shout out. He's friends with Ronnie, Andy, whatever you want to call him, Carl. Danny shows me the rebuttal from the owner of Big Dogs. He went on Facebook Live. I'm not going to shout his name out because I don't give a fuck. The owner of Big Dogs went on Facebook Live the following evening and actually made a few good points. But instead of making just a few good points and ending his video, he ended up making himself look more like a jackass.
What do you say? The ice melted?
No. We're gonna.
And the drink spilled out. There's only ice left.
Trying to deliver a fishbowl.
It was a fishbowl. We spilled it on the ride. 15 miles. Fishbowl's not going to make it.
The goldfish drank it.
Didn't pay for a lid.
That's my first problem. A 15-mile delivery radius. You can get to Pinefield from Mechanicsville.
You know the driver was sipping it on the way.
It was probably him. That's what's irritating me. It was probably him. I will give him credit. He made a few good points. So he says that this person called and wanted 2 packs of cigarettes delivered, and that was it. Okay? 2 packs. They have a $15 minimum delivery. 2 packs of cigarettes is going to cost you more than $15.
Sorry, no, we're not giving you cigarettes.
And he did. Free. He did, because I've worked in liquor stores in this county. Liquor stores don't, or grocery stores, whoever, Wawa, they don't make money off of cigarettes. They make 35, 40. Hi, Heather. They make 35, 40.
He's coming back for a hypo after this story.
That's great. So they make pennies on the dollar as far as cigarettes go. So he said, no, I'm not going to deliver 2 packs of cigarettes. I need you to order something else. So she orders this $24 fishbowl, which has 7 different liquors in it. and some mixers to make it probably blue and sweet or whatever.
We didn't say how much of the 7 different liquors.
No, I'm going off of what I'm going off of what the owner said. He literally said 7 liquors, 2 ounces a piece. That's 14 ounces of liquor. And he said, I don't know, maybe a little bit of Sprite, maybe a little sour mix. Who knows? So, and he states online, I made the drink personally. And I do believe he said he delivered it personally. So
The owner?
He doesn't know what's in it, and he delivered it or made it.
No, he said he made it. So, and he didn't run down the list of ingredients, but if me being a former bartender, I'm thinking, all right, there's probably rail vodka, rail tequila, rail gin. So there's 3, and then probably 4 different, very low in alcohol by volume liqueurs, whether they're blue, yellow, purple. You know what I'm talking about? The shit schnapps,
Blue Curacao or whatever that nasty stuff is.
that type of shit. So that stuff's going to be lower in alcohol. Anyway, most of that stuff runs about 33% alcohol by volume. And then if you put Sprite and mixers and bullshit on top of that, it's going to lower it. So, he made a good point. He said he made the drink, yada, yada, yada. But instead of just going, hey, this lady's slandering my business, I made the drink, I know what was in it, end of story. He proceeds to make a 5-minute video about how this lady with breast milk strips is ordering cigarettes and alcoholic beverages. Like he knows this person. And that's where I have an issue. People have children. I have, medication from my back surgery 3 years ago in my cupboard that I haven't touched, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? This lady might have a 4-year-old and some old breast milk testing strips laying around.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with having a cocktail or 2 while you're breastfeeding, or even when you're pregnant. How about that? Take it to the bank.
It's called the pump and dump, baby. Do what you got to do. So
don't need to do that either.
But my only question is so I mean, you can go on Amazon and get breast milk test strips all day long. You can get saliva alcoholic
from now
test
on.
strips.
I'm doing it at the bar, dude.
But my question is, how accurate is a breast milk test strip if you just dunk it into a drink?
It could be at the top.
Right. But it could also be it could be specifically formulated to test alcohol in breast milk, not just alcohol in general.
Dude, she said she wasn't buzzed. She's obviously, she's the meter. Yeah. She knows what's going on. She's calibrated, buddy.
What if it kicked in right after she posted and she's like, can't delete it.
I do believe the post has since been deleted. Yeah. But
see, she probably deleted it.
She's like, oh, shit. I was drunk last night. I forgot what I did.
Let me delete this shit.
Let me check my Facebook. Whoa, 100 comments. Uh-oh.
I've been working from home since the beginning of March. It's the beginning of May. I can promise you that my alcohol tolerance has risen since the beginning of March.
Sure.
But at the same time, do you feel the need to go on there and not only defend your business, but also slander a patron? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, why not slander him? He doesn't care. Yeah. Sometimes when you're a business owner, you just say, you know what? These people suck. I don't want them as part of my business anyway. That's how I think you got to run business. You can't be nice to everybody because in the end, they're just making your life harder. Get rid of them.
I understand defending yourself and your business and your profitability and your way of, you got to pay bills.
Dude, but the drink probably sucked, let's be honest.
But to call out the young lady. Well, I mean, she was a young lady. Obviously, she's a woman of some sort. to call her out for ordering cigarettes, which technically is above the delivery minimum. You can't do that. You can't go, well, she just tried to order cigarettes. People smoke, whether you believe in it or not. But I understand where he goes, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't make any money. I mean, what I would love him to, and he says, and he swears by, he made it. The health department's been in there.
I don't have headphones. I'm not.
Heather, shut the fuck up. I love you.
Hey, damn.
Watch it, boy.
Heather's coming in. She wants to chat a little bit.
Unless it's about big dogs, she needs to wait her goddamn turn.
Well, this thing was overrun a little bit, anyways. We can
Fuck
probably.
everybody.
Yeah. So Big Dog sucks still.
Yeah,
And
Big Dog sucks. Got it.
Yeah. I don't know how to zoom that.
No, I like the owner of Big Dogs made some very good points. I just think he went about defending his
You
business.
looking for a job? You looking for a job at Big Dogs?
Who, me? You better fuck right off. I'm still trying to burn the place down.
Sounds like you love it.
Also, there's a seafood restaurant that burnt down right down the street from my house right when this pandemic started. I meant to talk about it. I think they got ahead of the curve, and I think they're really smart for burning their restaurant down.
Who was that?
Yeah, it's not a bad point.
I think
Sam's, right? Was it Captain Sam's?
No,
No, it was Captain Pat's in Lexington Park, right by the Lido's, and down here in Great Mills.
So what's your question here, Jake? What you got?
what's my
What do
question?
you got there, Heather?
She's tired. She wants to go to bed, but we have like a new life. The baby, it goes to sleep now, so it's like, what do we do?
Well,
What do you do? What do you do? I could do so much.
There's a great song, and I forget who it's by, but the lyrics are, if you're tired, be quiet and go to sleep, ho.
We listened to that today. I think I heard it.
I
Luda.
love Luda.
It's Luda. Yeah.
So here's a question: have you ever been told you look like someone? If so, who? And then, who is the craziest person you've been told you look like?
Oh, well, that's going to suck saying this now because people are going to look right at you and be like, nah. Once
doesn't
upon a
matter.
time.
It's just what people have told you throughout your life. Everyone's been
All
told you
the
look like
time.
somebody.
Oh,
All the time.
I know who Brett looks like.
If you say it, I'm just going to log off.
Well,
That's
there's
it.
two. There's two of them. There's Adam Sandler mixed with what's the first letter? I know you know it. We're thinking of the same person.
Jay,
Oh God. This is stupid. He was in the
Saturday Night
Millers.
Live, we're the Millers.
Yeah. What's his name?
Jason Sudeikis.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jason
you definitely look a little bit like
Dude,
Sudeikis.
so much
That's kinda
like him.
funny.
The,
So much
the
fun.
fucked up thing about that is a couple months ago when I was like peak fat Brent, I was in
Peak mass.
Yeah. I was in St. Louis for work, and we all got drunk and we went to this karaoke bar. And the chick that was running the karaoke was really attractive. And I was like, oh, I would like to sing song, blah, blah, blah. And she
I would like to
called
sing
me,
song. Blah blah
yes,
blah.
I want this one. And she, out of nowhere, I didn't talk to her. We didn't have any kind of decorum. She went, hey,
You like FIFA?
She said, hey, where did that bloated Jason Sudeikis guy go? Where's Jason Sudeikis? Can he come up here, please?
Oh my
And that's-
God.
And I was like, oh, I'm fat Jason Sudeikis. That's great.
Perfect.
That's funny.
This is my life now.
Did you did you practice that beforehand and know what that was going to sound like on that microphone? Don't.
Oh my God. That's hard to hear.
If you had to guess a percentage of like how much that sounded like you thought it did, what would you guess? It's like a 15 probably. I'm thinking.
To me, it sounds like the high school if somebody's asking to come to the principal's office.
Okay.
We couldn't hear what you were saying though. We heard Sudeikis. So
It sounded like the principal was carrying the mic as he was getting dragged across the carpet, and somehow he was still telling them,
Andy was also going off for
Yeah, he's like, hold on, I gotta say this. All right, Jake. Sorry.
That was
If
funny.
you look
All
like
right,
someone,
who you got, Mike?
mine was always Joel Madden when I was younger.
That's
Really?
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then that's about it. To be honest, that's the only person I've ever heard.
I'll tell you what, right
Extra
now in this light, Heather's got like a Mila Kunis thing going. I'm not gonna
Mila
lie.
Kunis.
Yeah.
What is
I'm
that?
not kidding. For the past 6 months, I've had 4 or 5 people tell me I look like Mila Kunis, whatever her
Not
name.
a bad thing.
In
not
the
a bad thing.
past, do you know who I've gotten? Craziest person?
Very.
Nicole Richie.
What?
Huh.
Right?
That's very
I mean,
strange.
the question was the craziest person.
Yeah, you guys are married, Joe,
Richie.
Madden, and Richie.
It's the skin tone.
Oh, God.
Mila Kunis is one of my favorite, besides Princess from Aladdin.
Oh, gosh.
Jasmine.
Yes.
Oh my
You want to bang a
God.
cartoon character? Is that what you're saying?
There is such thing.
That's
Jake
Jacob's hall pass is Princess Jackson.
I'm totally into hentai, bro. Don't worry about
Oh, it's
that.
not hentai, bro. They straight up have like
she's pretty
Disney.
old by now.
It's Jake's hall pass.
She was probably like what, 18 in like 92.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably. She's probably like 14. Let's be real.
Show you the world.
She's probably 14 in that.
Maybe her and Aladdin had a daughter.
Jake.
Oh, and they stopped being Muslim. That would help.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Could you,
We ain't got no magic carpet, Jake.
could you imagine? Oh, hi. These are my friends Jasmine and Aladdin and their daughter Heather.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, so I was told recently that I look like someone that you guys might laugh at, but I get the guy from New Girl, Schmitty or something. I get
Oh
that a
my
lot. Never seen it.
god. I forgot.
I get,
Yeah,
I
dude.
think I think Mindy Kaling is not funny and ugly. Don't at me. So there it
Never
is.
seen the show. Never
I
gonna
agree.
see it.
Bro.
And then I get Matt Damon and Ben Affleck a lot, like mixed
How do you
together.
spell Schmitty? SCHMITTY,
I
right?
could see
Man.
Jacob. That's good. If Matt Damon and Ben Affleck had Men Daffleck, that would be you.
Dumb.
Lucky.
Men Daffleck.
So I have an Italian buddy, Raph. If you ever listen to this, that'd be awesome. And he told me he watched the Michael Jordan thing recently.
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
I've never seen.
He screenshotted like 10 different photos. It was actually like 3, and sent them to us and was like, Jake, I hate to tell you, or I don't hate to tell you, you look like Michael Jordan. And it was pretty funny. And the pictures he sent me actually kind of do look like Michael Jordan.
They look
That's
just
weird.
like Jacob.
Yeah,
But
I gotta send them to Mike
darker.
so he can post them. They're kind of funny, man.
Funny.
So
That's the craziest person I thought I've been told I look like Michael Jordan.
Get out of here, bro.
Jake's the Black Larry Bird. You didn't know that?
Get out of here,
Oh,
dog.
what happened? Screenshot. What is? Oh, all right.
Look at that tongue shot.
Oh, you would know that one, you dirty
Oh.
girl.
That's so dirty.
This one?
Brad.
No, Jake looks like.
I gotta send you the ones he sent me because they were like
Hold on.
screenshots
Hold
from.
on. Can you bring one up of just like his eyes above his nose? I'm sure Jake would recognize, or Heather might recognize.
that's hilarious.
okay.
Bring up Schmitty from New Girl. Type in New Girl Schmidt, and we won't judge you how you type Schmidt.
SCHMITT.
You got it. Yeah, that
Okay.
guy. I mean,
I mean, this isn't even fair, to be
Not
honest.
cuter
This
than
guy,
him.
really?
Very attractive.
anyway,
How does this guy get to look like this and walk around? Oh, here we go.
Get
That's
paid.
a little more like it.
the goofy stuff.
I'm a little bit irritated that we haven't been using Zoom the whole
Oh,
time.
there's Heather right there.
What with the bangs?
Hannah,
And Simone. Well, so that's
so
that.
it is.
That was, okay. It's kind of funny. All right. I got 2 different hypos. Oh, here's a good one. This is from Matt. My brother said, if you could pick any singer's voice, who would you pick? If you could just have their voice forever, you could be there. I mean, he told me what his is. I can tell you right now, I guess, because I don't think either of you are going to pick it. He would want to be Kenny Chesney. He's got a great voice.
That's so mad.
No, yeah, that's the maddest answer that's ever matted.
Well, he loves Kenny. I do too. And then Kenny,
God damn it, Mike. Now I gotta swipe again.
He can
There we
sing.
go. No. Kenny Chesney's fine.
I guess the answer is really, who is your favorite singer?
Honestly, yeah, and I would maybe say Freddie, but I don't think so. I think I would go. Shit, who's that? The guy from England now? The
I don't
fat,
think Freddie
the fat
had.
redhead.
I don't think Freddie. Who? What? The ugly fat redhead?
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh, Ed Sheeran?
No,
Yeah.
the other one, the
Adele?
newer one.
Adele lost a bunch of weight. She's not fat anymore, dick.
She lost a bunch of weight. Now everyone's like giving her a hard time
Yeah.
who's giving her
Everybody's-
a time?
for getting
Dude,
skinny.
no,
We're
come
supposed
on,
to
Matt.
pretend that she doesn't look better now.
Twitter is giving her a hard time. Not her. Twitter is giving people a hard time for going, you go girl, because you lost a lot of weight. No, you were pretty before. Yeah, she was beautiful. Now she's fucking stunning.
Are we supposed to pretend like she doesn't look better than she used to look?
She does, Jacob. She
I know,
does.
but why
It is.
is the world so stupid?
Yes, big ladies do look good and are attractive. However, when you lose weight, sometimes
It's
Look a lot
just
better.
it's just healthier. Besides, and being
Hey,
healthy.
you want
is
to see something funny? Look at these Ed Sheeran lookalikes.
Prince Harry, how cute!
So here's your
I like it, Sharon.
baby.
These are fake. These are
That
fake
poor
Ed Sheeran.
baby.
No, they're just people that look like him.
He kind of looks like Tyler. He kind of looks like Tyler Childers a little bit.
Hey, is that Tony Barnes?
Look at this guy. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is way
His name
too
is
funny.
Rupert Grint.
This one's so funny.
All right, Mike, back to the show. We can do this
Okay.
all night.
Swag.
With no good voice, but looks like that.
sweating,
Ooh.
boy.
So,
Who you got?
no, here's your litmus test. Would I have had sex with Adele a year ago? Yes. Would I have had sex with Adele a week ago? Yes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
That's not a good test.
Fuck you.
I don't.
I believe you would.
She was
Okay,
hot,
how about
and
this?
now she's hotter.
You had to have 6 beers before, and now you would just no beers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
People are getting so like upset.
Yes.
I'm triggered.
She looks healthier. That's all.
Yeah, God forbid she loses 40 pounds and gets healthier and might add 7 years to her life.
And immediately people are like, she was beautiful then. You know what? Well, it's not about what you think. It's about how
That
she
was
feels.
banger now too. So
I mean, we all know my past. I don't mind a fat girl.
we all know my.
Goodness. How far back we going?
All right, so Mike, who would you be?
A
if you-
decade.
Whose voice would you have? You can
Here he is.
voice. You're still you, but you're singing voice.
Here he is. This is the guy. What's his name? It's this guy. Louis Capaldi. I'd probably pick that guy.
What? What does he sing?
I don't even know, to be honest. I've only heard him a couple times. I'm like, that's a freaking incredible voice. Got a good rasp to it. Could sing high, could sing low. Always sounds good. I don't know if I could play a clip. I don't know if you'll hear it. If
Yeah.
you'll, oh my God, he's really, really unfortunate looking though. Very unfortunate.
Hey,
But he's
you
huge.
don't know what
Think about
what
money.
it's like to be an ugly lead singer. You
Oh,
dick.
what am I saying?
Welcome to
Bruno
my world.
Mars. Bruno Mars all day, dude.
Hey, that was oh, Bruno. Yeah, that's good.
The great one.
Yeah.
Wow,
Good,
that's-
hey, real quick. Look how good looking this dude is, though.
Who, Bruno?
Yeah.
Of course.
Look at him.
Brand, your little music video is pretty cool. I like that.
That's good.
Oh,
looking
thank you,
dude.
sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he's a smooth looking dude, man. No doubt about it.
Oh, you want to see
And-
Louis Capaldi?
And he does cocaine. He
here's
loves
Louis
cocaine.
Here's Louis Capaldi.
I mean, that's not a glamour shot.
That's gonna
it's-
Ed Sheeran look alike.
I was about to say, was that Ed Sheeran?
That's what I said. That's what I said initially. Was the guy that looks like Ed Sheeran, and the unfortunate is just the best word to describe that. But yeah. Anyways,
Ed Sheeran's the most British guy that has ever looked British, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, I
He
just,
has really
it is
good
what-
teeth. She doesn't look that British.
he's
that's,
awesome. dude.
that was a thing in like the 80s. And then Beckham came along and everybody got straight teeth.
Oh
I don't know.
man.
If that's true.
You know what? That's what I say.
I think he was just like the unicorn of
No,
the
they're still
Brits.
jacked.
They're not that fucking bad, bro.
He took all their toothbrushes in the
My
Revolutionary
teeth
War.
are fucking jacked too. So I mean, what are you
Jake,
gonna do?
what's your voice, bro?
If Ryan Escalopio is listening, it's Jimmy Buffett. Just kidding. It's not Jimmy.
I was about to log off. I was done for the night. I was done.
All right, I thought about this, and I don't know who my favorite singer is. I really like the dude from Fall Out Boy. I think he's got an awesome voice.
Dude,
Yeah.
well, that's a good one, Jake, because people outside of like, because they started off as like this
Yeah, they
pop punk
recognize his
emo
as
bullshit,
Yeah,
but he's got like a powerful fucking voice. That's a good pick.
that dude from Maroon 5 is good too, man, and he's pretty
Nah,
popular.
I still would never pick his
No, I'm not a big fan of Adam Levine, but
good voice. Good voice. Still would never pick it over the others.
along the lines of Jake's pick, and they go similarly hand in hand because of record labels or whatever. But I would pick Brendan Urie 10 times out of 10.
Who's he?
The lead singer of
Oh,
Panic
yeah.
at the Disco.
Oh man, I was thinking that too, but I didn't know his
Great
name.
voice. He's got a
Yeah,
great
he's
voice.
awesome. But you
And he's fucking gorgeous.
Best
So, I mean,
singer that would just take over any room, Celine Dion, hands down. She
You would
has the
pick that.
best range.
Got great
And
voice.
she's not my most favorite singer of all time, but if she were to sing, everyone would
Top
just
notch. Top notch.
now, if I was a woman, I would have picked the lady. The lady is where it starts and stops. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, barf. I can't stand her.
Fuck you, dude.
Can't stand her.
Her voice is perfect.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Personified.
It doesn't matter if it's perfect. It doesn't have
I mean,
the
it kind
right.
of does.
She's a little too grungy for me. I
Not
love her
perfect for
voice. She's
everybody.
really good, but she's a little too
Dude,
like.
she sings perfect live. She sings
She's
great, but I'm
good.
saying the tone of her voice that I don't like it. I don't like her face.
I could listen to the ladies sing a cappella. It's
The
that
lady.
Can you
good.
stop calling her the lady?
I'm
This
not
is
the lady.
so
Hey, hold
nasty.
on.
She's the
Brent,
lady.
The question
The
was,
lady.
Hey, lady.
you get to keep your regular talking voice, but it's your singing voice. So you could be Lady
Oh.
Gaga. I'm hoping Mike can do something with
I would
that.
never
Put
want
Lady
to be
Gaga
Lady
to his
Gaga.
mouth. That'd be so funny.
I would just stick to
Mariah
sucking.
Carey.
Poker face. No, I'm good.
I would stick to
Mariah
sucking.
Carey. I'm Mariah Carey. I changed my mind.
Dude, now Mariah
Jake, try to
Carey.
hit that note.
She's too annoying.
I don't have to. If I sing, I'm gonna go like this, and then Mike's gonna.
Mariah
in the
Carey
video.
in the 90s.
I mean, Mariah
Butterfly,
Carey.
90s,
Butterfly
Ariana
Mariah
Grande now.
Carey.
What's that?
Ooh.
Ariana Grande now.
Whiny. She's too whiny.
Who?
Celine was never whiny. Mariah
Oh,
is
Celine
so
Dion's a cunt.
Whitney, never mind. I changed mine. Whitney Houston all day.
Ooh.
Whitney, good job. I changed mine. Whitney,
Whitney could
all
sing
day, every
anything.
day. Never
The
mind. I
best
forgot about her.
National anthem performance of
Ever.
all time, ever, period.
You guys want another hypo?
Go ahead.
It's hypo night.
Oh,
All right, this is a good one. If you could live the life of any movie or show character, who would it be? Requires a
wait a
little bit
minute.
of thought.
So a fictional character,
A
not
fictional
like a
character,
movie
like, you're
star,
that
but
dude.
a fictional
Yeah,
character.
you're like Gordon Bombay from Mighty Ducks.
Some drunk Pee Wee coach?
What?
No.
What poll was that?
I literally just thought of that like that.
Gordon Bombay. From
I don't want to
Mighty
be him. I'm just saying. That's the idea, though. Any show, because shows nowadays are awesome. So
I've got mine. I'm good.
I've got
I'm
mine.
ready to go.
Go ahead
I've got
then.
mine. I've got
who
mine.
you got? Who you got, Brent?
I'm gonna be Christian Grey. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, he is rich. He's rich, and he gets he gets his way. Let's be real. And then he's super loaded, and
That's who you'd be.
oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. It's a normal guy, just loaded.
So you mean you've watched the show or read the books?
I watched the movies. Yeah, I breezed through the third one because I didn't really want to watch it. I just wanted to see it.
Buddy.
But it was so bad. They're
That's
so
one thing I
bad.
haven't watched, by the way, or read.
We don't allow that trash in our house.
Well,
I'm just not interested in it, but I haven't
It's-
watched it or
it's-
read it.
The first one,
Heather doesn't like anal beads, everybody.
I took Amanda. We went and saw it in the theater. The first one.
Really?
Holy crap! I've never been so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
It was so.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. It was real.
I can't.
I
I,
love- I
don't
love-
like
God,
crazy
I-
things. I don't like awkward things. I don't like.
Oh, your neck would have broke in that room then, because I
You
was
poor
like,
Christian women.
oh,
No, I can't.
dude, it was the second one, dude. If you do watch the movies, you'll get a good laugh because they have these cut scenes where they're like doing a bunch of stuff, like a montage with like the worst music. I thought it was actually pretty hilarious, pretty
I've
amusing.
never seen any
So
of
it's a
them, but I
comedy.
love this. I love
And
it.
that's probably the worst pick I could ever have picked, but for some reason it popped in my head, so I'm just gonna go with it. He's rich, and just
Yeah.
macking around with whips and stuff.
The
Whatever.
whips. Oh,
The elevator scene was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
Brent, you should hang some whips behind you.
Brent, go ahead. You were supposed to go first, anyways.
Oh, okay. So I mean, it was pretty easy for me. I would be Bruce Wayne, and I would
That's so much
Quit.
work
listen to me. Listen.
every night.
Nope. I'd be Bruce Wayne. I'd quit being Batman and go to therapy and just be awesome and rich.
So Christian Grey.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, the city of Gotham doesn't care. So I would just take my dad's billions and just move to Europe. I mean, what would he do if the Batman just went, I fucking quit?
I'm done. Joker be like, well, you want to fight one last time, or
I mean, hey, come get me. I made this suit by
look what I
hand.
did.
Look,
All right.
look over here.
Hey, is Robin legit? Is he in any of the comics, or is he just
Yeah.
in that like the old movie? How come
No,
he's
he's in the comics.
really? Well, why, how come he's not
He was in
like,
the
new
old. He
movie?
was in the old original Batman, and
What's
with
his
Adam
deal?
West.
So I mean,
He's always been
so-
terrible, but
Yeah. Robin sucks ass. Except in Teen Titans. Robin's pretty cool in Teen
Like-
Titans.
a bat and a robin.
Yeah.
Like,
You have a Batman who's rich and kicks ass. And my family was trapeze artists and they all died. And
Well, to come to think of it, Batman was like our Bruce Wayne was like a rich guy, right? Did he pick up Robin from like one of those rich guy islands? Or
Jeffrey Epstein.
yeah.
Did he?
He saved him from a sex ring.
Yeah.
Well, I
didn't
mean,
he
it's
brought-
pretty clear Robin was definitely molested as a child, right?
You want to be my little sidekick? Huh? You wanna be my little sidekick?
Look, you can go with me, but you're gonna have to blow Alfred.
And
this
wear
time.
these
It's
tights.
Alfred's
And wear
turn.
these tights. And put this little mask on.
Batman changes into normal clothes. Robin just wears them all the time around the house and everything.
A little green
That's how
on
he's
these.
doing it.
Hey, put on the grape smugglers, asshole.
What are you doing? What is
that's
Alfred?
funny.
God, he's never home.
That's
He's
a good
always
one
at
to
that
be.
guy's
I'd
house.
be in. Chill.
Alfred, that'd be her. She'd be the maid.
So yeah,
Thank you.
I would be Bruce Wayne on the medication that I'm on.
Okay.
Currently.
So
Okay.
Jake, who you going with?
Heather's got to go because
Okay.
I wish I thought about this stuff.
But this is easy for me. For all 7 of your chick listeners, I think would agree with me on this one. But I would be Princess Diaries. Hello, you go from normal to a princess, and anyone who doesn't want to be a princess besides Meghan Markle is crazy.
I was about to say, so you'd be Meghan Markle? Is that what you're saying?
No, she was like, okay, I'll be one site. Just kidding. I want to be normal. No one wants to be normal.
Oh my
Everybody
god,
wants to be
you're
an average
so right.
princess.
That's so stupid. Why would
So
she?
you're saying you would embrace the crown wearing, live in Buckingham Palace lifestyle?
Absolutely. Have you
Yeah.
met me?
What would be different about everyday
I
life?
think that would be so fabulous. I
Instead
would
of,
like to
instead
live-
of running away to Vancouver and giving up all of it.
Why did she do that? Why did they do that?
So
They ain't doing
Harry
anything.
did it because the
He's
press.
pussy whipped.
Hold on.
No, he said the press killed his mom. And then the press started attacking his wife. And so when they went in, really hardcore on his wife regarding her dad and his sisters and mom and all of that, he's like, you're not doing it to my family again. And so he decided to leave the crown because he didn't want the same thing to happen in
Vancouver.
So maybe
they're in California.
Canada recognizes them as king and queen and all that stuff. So it's
I
like
bet.
it's a safe
They're
landing
in
spot.
California now. They're in her like hometown, and
So
she's like
maybe-
voiceovers for
maybe-
Disney.
It's nothing
know-
to do with that. They just wanted to become stars, celebrities, like in
No,
You're already
Hollywood.
a celebrity. She's the biggest
No,
celebrity
no.
ever. You're royal.
Movie stars in
Embarrassing.
Hollywood. In Hollywood, they want to go that. They want to live that life. That's what I say.
So,
but it kind of sucks being the prince and it kinda-
Anyone can be an actor. Not anyone can be a royal. Thank you very much.
It's very true.
All right. Okay, Heather. How about? I mean, I wish we could dig her up and have a little chat
Princess D.
with Princess Di, but
You could dig her up, but we'll have a chat.
Not gonna chat.
You won't have no chat.
even if we could have a chat with Princess Di, I don't know if she could get Dodi Fayed's cock out of her mouth long enough to talk to us about being royal, because last time I checked, she was outside of that ring.
Well, when her husband was cheating on her with a horse, it's not a very
horse or a whore?
Have you not seen Camilla?
A horse?
That's what they call her in England, a horse.
Oh,
he was
gosh.
cheating. He was cheating on her. for
You're gonna wake the whole neighborhood up.
time.
Oh man, she knows all that stuff.
I'm telling you. The second we got married.
Princess Di wasn't blood; she was expendable.
Oh,
Hey, look,
no.
you think the Clintons kill people? They kill people. Brent, you're on the
Of
Xbox
course.
now.
No. I fully agree and know that our government kills people, and so apparently did the
I didn't
English
say our government.
government.
I said the Clintons.
The Clintons. Listen, Princess Di
Mike's got
was
something to see
related
doing that.
to royalty. She was related to royalty.
Oh, dude, no, she was like the daughter of some
No,
landowner.
She was a
Duke.
great granddaughter of Duchess Georgina, who was married to Duke something.
Ferdinand.
No, Duke something. Stop it. Watch the movie The Duchess and you will see it.
Those bloodlines were muddied. She wasn't pure. She was a whore.
pure. She was pure. They have like books and books about
Let's
it.
dig her up and
That's
ask
the
her.
reason why she
Yeah.
was married to Prince Charles, and then Camilla is not pure.
So Camilla
Oh, yeah.
married.
Well,
Did Camilla marry him
I know
afterwards?
this. I know this. One of them's still breathing.
Because the press, and that's why Harry left.
It wasn't the press. It was the family, and they cleaned up Charles's mistakes.
Are we discussing
She was the wrong
the inner
one for
workings of the
him.
crown?
And here's another thing:
God, it's so
the royal family is a farce. They don't do anything except
Hell
have
no, that.
bloodlines.
Yeah.
no,
That's-
but they need them. Like the English people need
They
them.
don't need them at all. They have fucking old Boris. They have Boris Trump over there kicking
Trump.
ass.
Boris. Coronavirus couldn't keep him down, bro.
You think
Well,
you're gonna kill Boris?
Have
No.
you noticed everyone jumping on the old conspiracy train lately? Like all over the place.
gonna
Everybody. Like
get
people you would never suspect get on that because they've never
Yeah, like my dad.
they've never been on.
No. And Mike, that's when you know it ain't a conspiracy, probably, because when everyone's on board with it, it's too far. I think.
So
Like when my grandma's sharing it, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
like everyone's sharing it.
It's internet fodder at that point.
it's so funny because they're like, we have to share this. This is our duty before it gets deleted again and it's getting to
I don't agree with YouTube deleting anything.
I don't
that
agree
they think
either.
is misinformation, because that's ridiculous.
Or Facebook.
They're not the judge and jury. It's their
I agree.
social platform.
I agree.
But half of that, I know the video you're referring to is the latest and greatest one that everyone's been sharing.
Yeah.
I've literally been saying that for 3 months.
Pandemic.
And that gets old.
What's that?
That this thing likely started in a laboratory in Wuhan. It was funded somehow by the U.S. and it's some sort of, I don't know the benefit of it, and I don't know.
The benefit just doesn't seem
The benefit is that they proved that they can shut down the world like that with a scary thing. Oh, it's so
All
scary. Stay inside.
Look, I know that there's theory A, B, C, D, all the way through C. Daddy likes working from home, and I hope I get to keep doing it. So
You ain't
whatever
going
you
you
got,
forever, because the world
whatever
doesn't
you
work like
guys want to hear that keeps me on that couch right there, I'm fine. I'm
so
fine.
you would not have signed the Declaration of Independence.
Oh God, here we fucking go.
You would have been like, yo, whatever is easy. They've been like, good, we'll just
Whatever,
keep
man.
loading $100,000 in your bank account every year, and you just do what the crown want.
well, the thing
Yeah,
is
I'm okay with that. Call me a pussy. I don't care. Fine.
so if you're so led by fear, right, then that means you need to start scaring them. And then how do you do that? If you do believe everything in that video, and you need
Right.
Like them, it's just a
Exactly.
conglomerate of like government people who aren't it's just they can't help it. They've been told by the CDC and the WHO and everyone else
it's just
to
above
the
them.
same talking points.
Roger
Yeah.
Waters is behind this.
He is.
The WHO.
Oh,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Well, which is back to Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates and his fingers all up in who? Roger
Hey, are you
Waters.
guys secretly happy that other states are opening and not Maryland? So you're like, oh, they're going to see what happens, or no?
No,
Yeah.
nothing's gonna
Dude.
happen.
Get a little test. Yeah.
My life has not changed that much.
That tells me you
look,
don't believe what the news is saying.
Hold on. He was asking, are you happy to be able to see firsthand the other states open first to see how it goes?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
I want Georgia
exactly.
to burn and die slow.
Okay, I have a question
They've
for
been
you.
open for weeks and they're
Would
fine.
you rather have another surge in coronavirus
Another.
or
Uh-huh.
a mini Great Depression? Pick one.
Oh, Corona.
Corona.
Just
I
kidding.
don't think you can correlate the two.
Yeah, you do.
People die.
I'm gonna disagree.
Shut down everything.
Go to the
gonna
Target
happen to your
a mile
economy?
from my house and see the 200 people lined up in front of it every morning before 8 a.m.
What about the small
What-
businesses? What about everything else? What about the whole economy does not run off of like Dunkin' and Walmart and Target?
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I'm gonna have
It's the
to.
fact that small businesses are the backbone of the economy. They have to be.
100%.
But-
Why $434 billion have been put into
It
it?
just doesn't make sense. The rules that we're seeing are just, they don't make
it's either
sense.
surge or Great Depression.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I honestly don't.
Computer too
I don't.
great.
I feel like people are spending more money now than they have.
Yeah, but it's fake money,
The
dude.
wrong places, not the places that are going to keep our country running.
Believe me, I love. There's a bunch of places around St. Mary's County that I wish were open and I could partake in instead of getting takeout all day long. But people are spending money like it's fucking Black Friday every day.
But it's not going to the places that are going to keep our country floating.
When
But
it comes back,
isn't the economy is the economy?
No, dude.
No, it's going to
Little
hit
businesses
eventually.
are gonna get
It is
crushed.
going to hit really hard when half of these people are like, oh crap, my unemployment's not coming through. The PPP, the small business loan's not real. Ruth Chris got 20 million of it, and the rest of the companies
That's
aren't.
not exactly what happened, but
Yeah, but I mean, have you ever got a side at Ruth's Chris? They're huge.
hey, for real
That's a
though,
lot of mashed potatoes.
is this or is this not the best time to use a fake ID when buying alcohol?
Oh, yeah.
You can wear a mask, dude. You can wear a mask.
Oh, stop.
Actually,
They
I'm
can't
not
actually
gonna
take it
lie.
off.
And I'm very fortunate. I work from home. I'm essential. Whoops.
Just by the skin of your teeth.
I know, right?
I just made it. It's like he came sliding in there.
Thing like
The door was closing. He just went,
small businesses and yada yada. I fucking bought a car 2 days ago.
why'd you do
Hey,
that?
man.
Why did I do that? Because they were giving it away. They can't
Okay.
move metal. It's opportunistic.
Oh, yeah. The fingers came out, boy.
Hey,
opportunist.
you want to give me a car that's
Hey.
worth 18 grand for 12? I'm gonna buy it.
Brent,
what are you gonna do?
the fact that you got an essential job last minute, it reminds me of like Indiana Jones when he slides through and he's like, "Oh, my hat!" He grabs his hat. And then it's
Here's the
shut.
thing, though. My old job hasn't stopped. They're still
Okay.
delivering Pepsi every day.
Ah, well, then never mind. Jokes kaput.
As if that's essential.
Still counts.
Yeah. So I need help picking who I would be in the movie, and to be different. To be different, I want to pick like a superhero, like Rambo. Not a superhero, but like
Rambo's
Rambo,
not a superhero. He was just a guy with PTSD.
Yeah.
or like Jason Bourne. Hey, those are my superheroes.
Jason Bourne was getting
Turn it
come
off,
on.
Sarge.
Jason Bourne would suck. He was getting chased the whole
I
time.
know. That's why I need who's a better. I don't want to be him because he's got mental issues. But who's like another guy in that?
Rambo.
Christian Gray's biggest problem was like he was a little too rough.
He was so
I want to know some
horny.
martial arts.
He was way too horny, actually.
I want to know some martial arts, and I want to be.
Okay. Well, then you could always be
Ooh, you can be Steven Seagal and just be like,
like the old Steven Seagal, like when he was not
Ooh.
a sheriff.
I
could think of Jesse Ventura.
John Claude Van Damme, and both were
ooh.
Hold on, Steven Seagal became
terrible.
a sheriff. You know this, right?
Yeah, he was an assistant sheriff in the parish of New Orleans, one of the parishes. Yeah, he was a reserve assistant, something. Yeah, he got.
Didn't
Yeah.
Shaq get a deputy? Didn't Shaq get deputized in Florida? Or
I
like
don't know.
Arizona or some shit?
Deputized. That's a weird word. So yeah, Mike, I'm back. I mean, back with your conspiracy video thing, man. I kind of believe that chick that everyone's saying is a kook and a whack. It's like, whatever, dude. She probably did go to jail, and she probably is right. And Dr. Fauci, I don't trust that guy. Does anyone trust him? No. I mean, if I'm kicking down a door, I want Steven Seagal coming with me.
You know what, Jake? I gotta take it back. When I had my hair back at a hockey game, I got called Steven Seagal. I got called Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jake. What's your beef with Dr. Fauci? What did he do?
I mean, the video has a beef with him. The video that we're kind of discussing that was shared. And I don't trust Dr. Fauci. No way.
Why? What did he do?
Well, he has clear links to the lab in Wuhan. Hello.
He does. And
Oh my God. I think he's looking. I think
and then
Dr. Fauci is looking out for the greater good.
That's the
I don't take orders from a doctor. That's for sure.
That's
Ever.
that he's the one that's telling us how to handle it. Is the
I know.
one
They just hook, line, and
that
sinker is what
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
because our great orange leader doesn't know his asshole from a hole in the ground.
great
His
orange.
job is not to be the doctor, so he's trusting this guy.
True story.
But I got some good stuff, but I feel like it's
It's about that time.
well, I don't know. Is
It
it
is.
that time?
Yeah.
All right. You want one more question or no?
Look at how annoyed Heather is. She's so annoyed at this whole thing.
Everything's annoying.
It's almost cute how annoyed she
My
is.
next couple questions are like deeper thinkers. So we have to really get into them. So if we don't want to, that's fine. We can shut it down.
No. You let her
No,
rip,
you know what?
Chip.
Speed round. Let's go.
I'll give you an easy one. What do you think the first ever word was like texted that became like BRB or LOL? Like what was the first ever TTYL? Remember
What was
when
the first acronym?
Yeah.
The first,
When do you think the first text message was sent?
I think it was LOL, to be honest. I think that was the first one that came around.
Laughing out loud.
Yes.
No.
I remember BRB and I remember TTYL. Those are like the ones I used.
I'm gonna go with AMF.
ASL?
No, AMF.
I don't know that one.
Adios, my friend.
No.
That is not first.
Before,
I've never heard that in my life.
Oh, Mike, so,
AMF?
Before LOL, actually, back in the instant messenger days, it was ASL, which was age, sex, land, or where you're from.
Location.
Location, yeah.
Land.
Yeah, whatever. It was
Land. What the fuck? Pangea? What are you
yeah, it could be
talking
from a
about?
different
Scandinavia.
Hey, listen, it's what I remember from being that age. So
I don't remember
talk with
that.
me.
That was like chat rooms, like Yahoo
Yeah.
chat rooms.
No, that was instant messenger. No one was in chat rooms. Weirdos were in chat rooms.
I mean,
You were
we
in
would get
chat rooms?
just to see what's floating around out there.
You don't think that I ever
me and
had?
Thomas-
Hold on. Heather, earmuffs. If you don't think that the three of us ever had like internet weirdo cyber sex, like chat room type style shit, that
I
happened.
never did that.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nope.
No, me and Thomas used to get on my grandma's gateway computer
What?
and get on.
Oh, y'all never
Chat room, just-
talked to a supposed girl and was like, take your pants off right now.
You were that guy.
I can tell you this: the connection was never. Yeah, he was that guy.
No.
That girl. He was that girl. The connection was never stable.
Hey, whoa. You can't sneak that in and just be funny about it, guy. Wait a minute, Chief. Tiger, little guy there, funny guy. What are you doing?
I had when I was really young, I had like 3 different girlfriends on there. Not girlfriends, but girlfriends. I never met that. I would just talk like instant messaging. Yeah. But
And
like,
you would have
nothing
cyber
like
sex with.
that.
That's
Nothing
fine.
like no, dude. I'll admit a lot of things, but that I didn't.
So
do.
I'm the only one willing to admit that I had
No,
like
not willing.
chat
I just
room
never
sex
did.
with somebody. Like
Never
instant
did.
messenger, like
I'll
sexy
go.
time.
I did something worse, Brent.
God, look at
straight up-
Heather's face. Heather's face is so perfect right. Screenshot.
I
Screenshot.
I
Brent.
think I'm just like more innocent. I don't know, but I've never heard of someone having cyber sex in a chat room like that when we were like 11. We were like
11?
12, Brent.
No,
That's what happens when you get a
16.
boner. You gotta take care of
That's
it.
gonna hit chat room up after this.
I might hit 95. I might hit 95 north on them after this. I don't know what's going on.
I did something worse, Brent. I actually called one of them and then played like a song over the phone. It's terrible. Lasted like that's way worse. I would have rather just got it over with whatever cyber
Just on
sex you're
Instant
talking
Messenger or Yahoo
Instant
chat
Messenger.
room? Ah,
about. AOL.
okay.
Yeah.
That's different than.
Oh yeah, who's the bad guy now?
Chat rooms are wacky, dude.
I was
Oh,
never
my
in chat
goodness.
rooms. No, never.
Man,
Oh,
that was strange something.
here's a fun game we can play. What was your AOL Instant Messenger screen name like handle?
Punk rock poo.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm still rocking mine, brah. Still rocking it.
Yep,
What is
Miller
it?
Skins
fan,
Miller
man.
Skins
Miller
fan.
Skins fan. Holding in.
Heather.
Mine was from like a
Shay baby girl.
No,
Shady.
it was Shady Shay Girl or
Ah.
Shady Shay Baby. Oh,
Why is mine?
Relating.
Of course, mine's related to food and being a sweaty fat fuck. Mine was Choco Taco 201.
Oh my
I
god.
remember that. Oh, God.
My goodness.
Oh,
Check out
Heather
that.
remembers that. Hey.
When I was in college,
Just remember, like, who is that?
when I was in college,
What's a check?
hey, when I was in college,
he's gone.
It's gone. Get it in. Get it
He's
in.
gone. He's gone. Oh, he's back. Shh.
Oh, shh.
Oh, stop talking shit about me. Is Ryan
we-
Altvader in here? Is he done bullying me? What's going on?
He's done bullying you. Was he?
Oh yeah,
bullying?
he sent it. He was a
Really?
dick. Yeah, that guy sucked.
Ryan Allvader bullied you?
Oh yeah, in middle school? Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, what did he
Oh,
say? Give me
I
one
thought he was
good
a
one.
nice guy.
Oh, I don't remember exactly the words, bro.
You bully me. Hey,
Yeah,
we used to
we-
call people by their screen name all the time, like as their name. Just it was kind of like a nickname. I like that.
Nope.
If somebody comes up to me today and calls me Choco Taco, I'm gonna punch him in the jejunum.
My roommate used to call me Skins Flute, which is obviously, you know, what that is. It was like a
definitely backfired.
Joke on. Yeah.
Who here has been bullied?
Lots.
I don't know.
I don't think Jake was ever bullied.
Jake was too good looking to be bullied.
I think I just got like some quick ones when I was riding a bike around the neighborhood.
You guys don't know. You guys don't know. You guys don't know what it's like to be a fat kid in middle school and high school. You guys
I
don't
remember you being
know.
bullied, though, Brent. You were always just like, I always had a lot of friends. I don't remember you being bullied.
That's what happens when you try to overcompensate, Heather.
Well, yeah.
I was bullied by, like,
my body was sick in middle school.
That's what happened. Yeah, and now and then all of a sudden you're in your third and you're in your 30s and in therapy. So that happens.
Dude, a lot of people could use therapy. I could use therapy right now still.
Everybody can use therapy.
This is our therapy.
It's a good thing. Seriously. I think it's a
great
thing.
Podcast. Anyway, I got some other stuff, but it's kind of more like we need to save it for another episode.
Yeah.
Oh, when our wives aren't here, is that what you're saying?
They'll be there eventually.
My reactions are just the reactions I normally have, but you don't see them because I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
Mike, we can ask a question and then you can cut the whole Trump part if you want.
What's that one guy that like has coffee and like a gun on his desk? Steven.
Oh, I love him. Steven Crowder.
Yeah, I don't hate Steven Crowder at all.
I like
think
him
he's
a lot.
Very smart, and he's one of those guys that's fact driven and tries to intimidate people with like old literature. He's a great guy.
I like Steve Crowder a lot.
No, I don't hate Steven Crowder one bit.
Hey, Heather's
I'm gonna make you
logging off.
Oh,
whiskey sour.
Are you gonna make Daddy another whiskey sour right now? Did I hear that?
Oh,
and myself.
She can make a drink.
Oh boy!
Like I said, my reactions are the normal reactions people have. You just don't see their faces.
For sure.
Well, I think you're a good woman.
But
you're a smart woman.
But at least Heather isn't just an eavesdropper that doesn't like give any feedback. She's just like, well, she does, and then like we have these other people that are just like listen, or I don't know what's going on. Like,
I have a few people that'll text me and be like, hey, you kind of came off like this or that, or Adam, don't ever have him on the show ever again. Stuff like that. I get that a lot.
Because that's happening.
Heather grills me every time. She grilled me about the fake conversation we had about the fake me talking about the girl's butt. When I was editing, I was
hold on. What fake conversation about what?
You have to say everything. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, so you have to say everything. And Jake was like, yeah, what if you're like sitting at dinner and a girl walks by, you're like, hey, that's a nice butt. And I was like, editing.
Hold the fucking phone.
And you said
I said to you, Mike said, she goes, they have a different relationship. I'm like, come on.
Let me tell you this.
What did I say?
Every man has eyeballs.
What did I say? Why are you throwing me under the bus?
You're going the wrong way.
Put it back in your head if you're going to be married to me.
We're talking about theoretical situations where it would be bad if everything that came to your mind.
Oh, terrible sex, I said.
You were like, what about their bad sex?
If it happened.
Yeah.
Correct. I come from the point of view of like businesswoman, professional, whatever you say, especially in a position like this, a podcast at 500 listens a week, at least right now.
Maybe.
People don't know you. They don't know who you are. And when you say that, they're like, oh, he must be a dog. Hello.
She's worried about me.
Heather, I'm worried about
my reputation.
What reputation? Nobody brought you on here tonight.
I hope no one thinks that my husband checks out other women like that.
Everybody's husband does that, Heather. Period.
Everyone missed the point, I guess.
I don't know. I know the point.
Besides Mike,
but just say it. I know, Mike. I know it's a theoretical, but I just don't like
Heather, that
wasn't theoretical or hypothetical. If I'm going to fucking Pizza Hut and my waitress walks away from me, my eyes are wondering. It's human nature.
No,
you're wrong. You're wrong.
Heather, it could be the biggest woman in the world, or I don't think that's a bad thing. I shouldn't say it like that, but it could be like it could be whatever just walks by and naturally you just look and you don't even think about it. You don't even think about it afterwards. You're just like,
I don't want to fuck the fat
nothing.
bitch that just took my order, but I'm going to look at her ass
But
Okay.
given the hypo, you would have to say it. Wow, that's a huge butt.
Yeah. Like, but the thing
I'm a
is,
people watcher too, but that was just, you could have come up with other things. Like he said things in the past
Oh,
that have not made me look in the best light. And
God,
I'm like,
yeah. There's 34-year-old men talking on the internet. What are they going to talk about? Other people's butts.
well, to be
And
honest,
you know what?
I just want to be like open and understand that we have faults and we do.
Heather, hold on a goddamn minute. Heather's one of the smartest women I have ever met in my life. She's a successful businesswoman. She's got a great family, one of the most beautiful children I've ever seen in my life. You cannot be that naive, ever.
I'm not naive, but it better not be said out loud.
You're naive.
So
You're
I'm
being
never going
naive.
to say anything in the hypo. That was how that's going to go.
You made a comment about me that I didn't even hear. Then someone sent me a text and said, "Did you hear Jacob on the podcast?"
Oh my God, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. This is a radio show for entertainment, and this isn't like, let's get online and spill our guts, Heather. This is entertainment.
Heather, whoever did that,
That's where we have a line.
whoever,
Well, you've been sitting here for an hour, haven't you?
No, that's fine, but there's a line
Is
of
it?
like appropriateness. There's a line of
Is it?
appropriateness.
Whoever-
That matter who's talking to us. It's just you don't cross that line of appropriateness.
whoever said that to you.
It's almost adorable. This is adorable. I'm just adorable.
So we appreciate everyone for listening, and we're gonna call it for the night. And Heather, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. We got to cut this thing early.
Early? It's 10:45.
We appreciate it, everybody, for listening. Whatever you're
Yep.
doing, have a good night, everybody. Brett.
Everybody, good night, everybody. Heather, I love you. I seriously do.